Chief Advisor addressed the nation. No chance of delaying result, EC Secretary. A party buying votes, BNP. A portion of administration biased, Jamaat alleged. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. I'm Riti Prova with English Bulletin. People will be able to cast their vote in a jubilant manner on February 12. This has not been able overnight, rather through combined effort of all. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus made the remark in his address to the nation. He said after a long time, free, fair and transparent polls is taking place in the country. His interim government took charge of the country as an outcome of July mass uprising. The government's job was to create an atmosphere of democratic transition of power through free and fair polls. He called upon all to cast yes vote in the referendum for rebuilding a free Bangladesh. He also thanked EC members of the law enforcement and all concerned whose untiring works helped to hold these polls. There is no chance of delaying the polls result. Election Commission's Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed made the remark after inaugurating Media Centre at Hotel Intercontinental on Tuesday. Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has set up the Media Centre for the foreign journalists. He said all preparations for the 13th parliamentary polls and referendum have been completed. He called upon the media workers to give the correct information of the polls. 540 journalists and observers from foreign countries are now in Dhaka to cover and monitor the polls. So far, electoral atmosphere is good. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir made the remark while talking to the journalists at his residence in Thakurgaon on Tuesday. He said there had been some apprehension, but now there is no chance of election engineering. Meanwhile, BNP's Election Steering Committee spokesperson Mahdi Amin alleged the party is taking preparations for fake vote casting. However, BNP want to have confidence on the interim government, Election Commission and the law enforcement. A portion of the administration is inclining towards a specific party. Assistant Secretary General and Chief of Jamaat Islam's media cell Ehsanul Mahbub Zubair made the allegation after a meeting of Jamaat's Amir Dr. Shafiqur Rahman and polls observer team from European Union on Tuesday. He said nation will not accept any polls of understanding. Initiative from EC and law enforcement to ensure level playing field is absent. He said in the hour-long meeting with Jamaat Amir, the EU delegation wanted to know whether Jamaat is facing any hindrance anywhere. Crisis moment is over and responsibility has been accomplished. So this is the time to step down. Vice Chancellor of Dhaka University Dr. Niaz Ahmed Khan made the remark at a press conference at Dhaka University on Tuesday afternoon. He said he wants to go back to the classroom. However, if the next political government want him to continue for some more time, he is ready to render it. Dr. Niaz Ahmed Khan was appointed as VC of Dhaka University in August 2024. Now a short break. We will be back soon with police to restore tarnished image. An ICC not to penalize Bangladesh. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Police will restore their tarnished image by ensuring best possible security in the 13th parliamentary polls and the referendum. Inspector General of Police Baharul Alam made the remark at a press conference at the media centre at police headquarters on Tuesday. He said, despite slight threat, police have undertaken all-out preparations to make the polls fair and peaceful. 9,70,000 members of the police force will remain deployed across the country during the polls. Now, news around the world. Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted associate of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, refused to answer questions from the U.S. House Oversight Committee on Monday. Maxwell appeared virtually for a closed-door deposition from the Texas prison where she is serving a 20-year sentence for sex trafficking. Republican House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer said that, as expected, Maxwell pleaded the Fifth Amendment, invoking her right to remain silent. "This is obviously very disappointing," he said. "We sincerely want to get to the truth for the American people and justice for the survivors," Comer added. The Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution gives Americans the rights to avoid self-incrimination by refusing to answer questions while under oath. The United States has issued a new security advisory for U.S.-flagged commercial vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz amid rising tensions with Iran. The guidance was released by the U.S. Maritime Administration after renewed political and security friction in the Persian Gulf. In the advisory, Washington urged U.S.-flagged vessels to keep as much distance as possible from Iranian territorial waters. Eastbound vessels are advised to sail closer to Omani territorial waters. The U.S. also provides specific instructions in the event of an inspection or boarding attempt by Iranian forces. Cabinet ministers have rallied around Sir Keir Starmer after Scottish Labour leader Anna Sarwar called on the Prime Minister to quit. In a dramatic press conference, Sarwar said the situation in Downing Street was not good enough and that too many mistakes had been made at the top of government. However, just as Sarwar began to speak, a flurry of senior Labour ministers took to social media to express their support for the Prime Minister. Sir Keir continues fighting to show up his position after his judgment was questioned over the appointment of Peter Mandelson as UK ambassador to the US, despite his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Viewers, will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. Now, sports news. International Cricket Council is not going to penalise Bangladesh for withdrawal from the ongoing T20 World Cup in India. The decision was made after a trilateral meeting of ICC, PCB and BCB in Lahore. The meeting also decided to pay full participation money to Bangladesh and allowing the country to host an ICC global tournament by 2031. It is likely to be under-19 World Cup. BCB President Aminul Islam Bulbul represented Bangladesh at the meeting. Meanwhile, Pakistan has reversed its decision of not playing February 15 ICC T20 World Cup match against India. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Chief Advisor addressed the nation. No chance of delaying result, EC Secretary. A party buying votes, PNP. A portion of administration buys, Jamaat alleges. Police to restore tarnished image. And ICC not to penalize Bangladesh. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with ATN News.